Timing pulled out, and we got a little more fuel in it just to be safe. So now we can play with the timing and add a little bit more timing, take some fuel out, see what kind of numbers we can make.
The guys are laughing at me. It's a, yes, Dan asked, what's a gimbal?
I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah. All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're joking around here, but we're trying to be serious at the same time. We have a beautiful V3 Mr. Chamberlain's car. It came in for our 850 horsepower package, which Dan already completed and knocked out. So our 850 package includes a full heads and cam package on the LT4, obviously with our American racing headers that we always use, our fire core wires, the lower balancer, and as y'all can see, the ported cylinder heads. It's just a CNC head from late model engines. Thank you, Brian and Pecos, as always. But the car is complete right now. The customer, like most of our customers, always want more before they even get the car back. So he went ahead and said, you know what? 850 sounds great, but can y'all give me 1,000 horsepower? So sales team ordered a new 2650 blower that just showed up today from our buddy Greg over at Kong Performance. So Dan, hopefully later today, if not probably first thing tomorrow morning, we'll get that installed. But for now, we can run that time lapse to see this 850 package going together. Go to InShaneDesigns.com today, guys, to get a chance to win this Gladiator 6x6. So get your LMR merch and have a chance to win a Bad A truck.
Well, I hope Bradley's watching this video.
Look how long they are and how short that is.
That's why, yeah, the customer installed this himself the first time with these
push rods, right?
Correct. Only like 2 push rods, but that's why I was making noise.
2 sets of bolts, like.
One's for LT4 and one's for LT1, I assume.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The short ones.
Yeah. These are for probably an LT1.
Yeah.
So were you gonna do cutters?
We need the right bolts for LT1.
You can probably get new bolts from
I have some of that.
We have our bolt bin will work.
Yeah.
Make it happen, cat.
Jesus.
right now?
Just making sure it liked everything. Make sure the fuel pressure is good. Seeing how much timing we had in it. Like I said, just seeing if the car liked it all. It responded well. Go ahead. It's just, I don't know.
How long is this story gonna last?
How long is this story?
Hey, beggars can't be choosers, man. That
Oh,
allows you
that
some pimp access in and out of your vehicle.
That's crispy right there.
This back on?
Yeah, I was testing it first.
Damn it, man.
I got all the wires
I'm
back.
happy with that. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm done.
No, don't be
I'm
done.
done.
That's why you want some more, Nick.
Whew.
Just don't roll the window down.
The new one now.
The new one?
Yeah, I
Don't
would
trust
your
the
own,
window
bro.
motors.
Huh?
Don't trust the window. Yeah, don't roll the window down whenever you do.
It looked like they changed it because look, it's so simple right here. But that's new bolts.
Custom, yeah. Huh. I've never done it like that. I'm trying to keep it. There's like rivets back here.
They like changed the whole regulator.
Huh. Yeah, it's like to change the whole regulator. Still, the first time you roll it down, it's like 50-50 shot. Yeah, it's coming back up.
I'll plug everything back up and send you on your way, bro. Then one in.
Woo-wee.
Dan's gonna step out of the car like a new fucking man.
Peyton over here talking to his girl. Who are you talking to?
I'm single.
Uh-oh, put it out there. Ladies, gents. He's single.
He said, ladies, gents.
All right, today we are in Mr. Chamberlain's 2018 Cadillac cts-v, equipped with our LMR 1000 horsepower package. Oh, I love these cars. They never get old. We've been doing quite a few of these cts-vs lately. A lot of them have been getting our 850 package, which is essentially our full heads and cam with porting the factory LT4 supercharger. Mr. Chamberlain said that was not enough. He wanted more. So we did our complete heads and cam package, American Racing headers as always with high flow cats, and instead of using the factory 1.7 liter supercharger, we went with the Kong 2650. So it is a much larger supercharger that is making roughly 17 pounds of boost where we have it right now. It is capable of making a lot more than that. But Mr. Chamberlain will be running it on 93 octane. He is from Arkansas. So I would like to run 20 plus pounds of boost with this thing and make 900 plus, even close to 1,000 rear wheel horsepower with it, with the right gas in it. But because it's on 93 octane, I kept it at 17 pounds of boost, and it made, I believe, 857 rear wheel horsepower and right over 750 rear wheel torque, which is a monster for a weekend daily driven Cadillac cts-v. This car still does have the factory wheels and tires on it, so I won't be able to do any dig runs. If I did, we would just spin the tires really good. I am just doing one final test drive before we ship the car back to Mr. Chamberlain. It's been raining here in Houston for like the past week. It's been horrible. So I finally got a little break in the weather, decided to go for one last test drive. I want to check the shift points out and also watch all the temperatures, make sure everything's good before it gets on the 18-wheeler and heads back to Arkansas. Yeah, if y'all watched our one of our last videos, you saw us race a cts-v that essentially had our 850 horsepower package on it versus a 900 horsepower 2021 Hellcat Red Eye we just completed, and they were literally like a dead even race. It was awesome. So if you guys haven't watched that, go back and watch that race. With that being said, I wish I would have raced the Hellcat in this car and put a couple car links on it, but instead I'm gonna do, like I said, one final test drive, check the shift points, make sure everything's good. With this 2650, the supercharger is a little bit louder than stock, so you do hear the whine a little bit more when you just barely give it gas. Accelerating even through the gears, you hear a little bit louder than factory. But for the most part, the car still runs and drives like a stock car. Even though it has a bigger supercharger on it, you wouldn't know it until you gave it gas, unless you do hear the little bit more whine from the 2650 over the 1.7. But normal cruising, you can't even hear it or tell a difference. The other thing that's good about the 2650 over that 1.7, which I'm sure y'all hear me say a lot, is heat soak. The 2650 is a lot more efficient supercharger, so even though we are running 17 pounds of boost, which is a couple pounds more than we run with the 1.7, it won't heat soak near as bad because the blower isn't even close to being maxed out. So this car, you can make back-to-back-to-back pulls, and intake air temps should still be fairly cool, so you're not losing a whole bunch of horsepower from pass to pass. Obviously, with the extra horsepower, we had to add our low side fuel system to it as well, but this thing still retains the factory LT4 mechanical fuel pump as well as the LT4 injectors. Granted that it is on 93 octane. If this car wanted to, you know, E85, which a lot of customers do, we would have to upgrade the mechanical fuel pump as well as the mechanical injectors, and to run straight E with close to 1,000 real horsepower, it would also need methanol put on it to help supplement the fuel, to give us enough fuel that we need to run it safely at that boost level. So those of you asking, you know, if Mr. Chamberlain wanted more, what the next step is, either A, we put it on race gas and I can put more timing in it and we can make 900 rear wheel horsepower plus, or we can do bigger mechanical fuel pump, bigger injectors, as well as a methanol kit, and put it on E85, and there should be no reason why this thing won't make 1,000 rear wheel horsepower, which you're talking that's 1,200 flywheel horsepower, which is crazy for a Cadillac. Even with the 8-speed auto in it, this thing is the stock transmission in it, so 850 to 900 rear wheel horsepower. I like to keep them around that to keep the transmissions alive. Anything over that, if you're drag racing them a lot and you are roll racing them a lot, obviously the clutches will get worn and eventually start to slip, and that's when we have to start building these things. But usually 850, 900, they usually last for quite a while. This thing at idle sounds so good. Mr. Chamberlain's gonna love it. Just having a Cadillac that lopes is gnarly to me. I think most of y'all will agree. You pull into a parking lot at a car show and you have a nice 4-door clean looking Cadillac like this, sounding the way it does. It's kind of hard to beat it, and it's so comfortable to drive. I'm gonna put it in manual mode so we don't go crazy. I'm gonna leave traction control on, and I'm gonna try to do like a little third gear pull real fast. David, you're gonna need at least some Toyos on this thing. Yeah, third gear didn't even try to hook up, and that was with traction control on. I'm gonna save that run and we'll try it again. I'm gonna try to roll into it a little bit softer and see what happens. Mr. Chamberlain, you're gonna have your hands full. Definitely need to put a tire on this thing. Wow, that was fun. That was fun. Something about a Cadillac spinning the tires at 70 plus miles an hour is pretty gnarly. Holy cow. I knew it was gonna spin, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Jeez. Alright, well, I think that's enough horsepower. The shifts were good. Obviously I was manually shifting it, but it shifted nice and firm. I'll pull over, check the log, but I have a feeling, I mean, it felt great, so I will give it one more once over, check the log, and then get it cleaned up and headed back to Arkansas. Alright guys, back at the shop. I hope you enjoyed this video of Mr. Chamberlain's cts-v making 1,000 horsepower. It's over 850 rear wheel horsepower. It got sent back to Arkansas yesterday and it's storming its butt off here, so hopefully he has good weather when he gets it back and he can enjoy it. Those of you new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're going to try to do a nice giveaway when we hit 75,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button, bell notifications on, thumbs up or thumbs down. Until next time, guys.